welcome back to episode 14 of Tech Headlines Today, where we bring you the top tech headlines in an easy listening podcast. Do us a favor and subscribe, would you? It really does help. Let's get into it. Texas sues Meta's Facebook over facial recognition practices. Texas's Attorney General has sued Facebook for capturing biometric data of millions of Texans without consent, disclosing the information to others, and failing to destroy the information within a reasonable time frame. The lawsuit was first reported by the Wall Street Journal, and Meta said that the claims were without merit. Facebook said it was shutting down the facial recognition system and deleting more than 1 billion people's information, and that it would pay $650 million to settle an Illinois state lawsuit regarding privacy concerns. The scope of Facebook's misconduct is staggering, the lawsuit said. Facebook repeatedly captured Texans' biometric identifiers without consent, not hundreds or thousands or millions of times, but billions of times. Cryptocurrency and taxes, what you need to know. Taxpayers are required to report any gains from cryptocurrency in US dollars, and to determine fair market value, must convert the virtual currency into US dollars or another currency that can be converted into US dollars. Accounting software can be used to keep track of crypto transactions, but be careful, because you could be on the hook for transactions going back to 2014. IRS has sent letters to taxpayers telling them to file amended returns and pay back taxes if they have ever received, sold, sent, exchanged, or otherwise disposed of financial interest in any cryptocurrency. TurboTax is the only online tax preparation website that offers guidance in recording a cryptocurrency sale. Cryptocurrency transactions are reported on a 1099-B, 1099-K, or tax statement, and it is your responsibility to keep track of them. An electric-powered DeLorean? Teaser hints at comeback for iconic car. The DeLorean is getting a modern-day revival, and the Super Bowl video shows a glimpse of the car's signature gull-wing doors. The DeLorean Motor Company tweeted a teaser clip for the future electric vehicle. Only 9,000 of the original DeLorean vehicles were built after the first DeLorean Motor Company went bankrupt in Northern Ireland. The new DeLorean Motor Company planned on producing old-school DeLorean vehicles using a mix of original and new parts. DeLorean has told local media in Texas it will have headquarters in San Antonio and will manufacture future vehicles there. San Francisco 49ers hit by ransomware. Cybercriminals have attacked the San Francisco 49ers with ransomware. The NFL team, whose mascot is a gold miner named Sourdough Sam, confirmed the attack one day before Sunday's Super Bowl that saw the Los Angeles Rams secure a victory at home in the final minutes of a close-run game. Confirmation of the attack came after the 49ers were listed on a dark web leak site as a victim of ransomware as a service by Blackbyte. The attack could have been carried out by the creators of the ransomware, or by an affiliate accessing the malware in return for a share of any illegal proceeds gained through its use. Blackbyte is a ransomware as a service that launched in the middle of last year, and like multiple other ransomware families, it's coded to avoid encryption systems that use the languages of Russia or other said MSISoft threat analyst Brett Callow. Cybercriminals claim to have stolen some of the San Francisco team's financial data, including invoices from 2020. With an estimated value of $4.175 billion, the 49ers are the sixth most valuable team in the NFL. Microsoft edges back to normal with workplace reopening plan. Microsoft on Monday became the latest company to announce it will begin requiring some workers to come back to the office, at least part-time, amid a drop in coronavirus cases in the US. Microsoft announced that it would reopen its Redmond, Washington headquarters on February 28th, due to low hospitalizations and deaths, as well as high vaccination rates in King County. In August, Google CEO Sundar Pichai wrote that his employees were coming back to Google's offices, and Apple had put off plans to reopen its offices in 2022 because of the surging Omicron variant. Apple CEO Tim Cook told employees they would receive $1,000 to furnish home offices. Facebook told employees that they could request to work from home permanently, and Google, Apple, and Microsoft have announced hybrid plans. Are you smarter than a cyber scammer? Cybercrime is more rampant today than before, as cybercriminals invent notorious ways of robbing personal data and using them to extort money from people. However, regardless of the increasing complexity of phishing and hacking methods, There are numerous steps you can implement to ensure you are more intelligent than a cyber scammer. Implementing the following steps will help protect you from cyber attacks. Secure your internet network with a VPN. Avoid using public Wi-Fi. Installing antivirus software and ensuring it's up to date. Creating strong passwords. Avoid clicking on suspicious links. Being mindful of what you post online. And installing a firewall. Cyber attacks are rampant in today's world. These are some security steps you can take to ensure that you remain ahead of a cyber attacker. Emoji-based web addresses are now a thing on Opera browser. Opera has added support for emoji-based web addresses, meaning you can type in a string of emoji symbols into the URL bar and load up a website. The company Opera created an emoji-based URL service called YAT that allows users to register a custom string of emojis as their own URL. YAT's emoji address reading function is integrated into the browser. Emoji-based web addresses are quicker to type, easier to remember, and just look cool on a web page. Oracle will connect Israeli startups and international analysts in a special event. In Israel, many startups develop excellent technology, but they are not often able to get connected with senior analytic companies. Oracle's startup program is hosting an event in May 2022 in which 6 startups will be given the opportunity to connect with analysts. The founders will present their vision for the future by describing a global problem and how their unique technology solves it. Startup companies that have not yet done a Series A financing round can participate in the Global Startup Program. Oracle's global program, Oracle for Startups, gives startups free credits in their cloud, a 70% discount, expert mentoring, and marketing support. A Chinese rocket, not SpaceX, will crash into the moon in March. Last month, we all thought that part of a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket was set to hit the moon on March 4th. However, it turns out astronomers were wrong in identifying the rocket. It's not a Falcon 9 after all. There was, quote, good circumstantial evidence to flag WE-0913A as part of a Falcon 9 rocket, but NASA engineers have concluded it was part of a different rocket that came from China. Bill Gray gathered evidence that WE-0913A is the booster of China's Chang'e 5 T1 space mission, which launched in October 2014. NASA is asking astronomers to keep an eye on the object in the coming weeks to help refine the prediction that the rocket stage will hit the surface of the moon on March 4th. Disney Data Cleanroom helps advertisers leverage audience analysis. Disney Advertising Sales, responsible for advertising sales and integrated marketing for the Walt Disney Company's entertainment and sports offerings, has been staking out the new frontier in data and analytics. In October of 2021, Disney Advertising Sales unveiled a new cleanroom data solution to analyze data under defined restrictions. Lisa Valentino, the Executive Vice President of Client Solutions and Addressable Enablement at Disney's Advertising Sales, says the Snowflake Data Cloud gives them all the safety protection that they need. Valentino explains that pre-planned insights are critical for upfronts of television networks, major advertisers, and marketers. Disney's Snowflake Data Cloud gives it a single source of truth about its data, while reducing the time data engineers spend putting data pipelines together. Behind the clean room, Disney Select is built on the Disney Ad Sales Audience Graph and lets marketers choose their desired audience from a library of more than 1,000 first-party behavioral and psychographic segments. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Tech Headlines Today. Go subscribe or follow if you haven't already, and we'll see you tomorrow.